Just beautiful. And Terrence Davis with a steal. Girl, give me that. 12-0 run by the Kings. Terrence Davis has 10 of those 12. Arco Arena is going wild because I'll always call it that.
It'll always be
Timeout.
Heinz Field, and it'll always be Arco Arena.
Time out by the Nets. So with about halfway through the second, Kings up big. 60. No, what do we got? 52 to 40.
Kings up
52
12.
40.
Huge start for the Kings.
Huge for the over under too. Great for that if you guys are betting that. 225 and a half, like I said.
Oh, they'll
Try to
destroy
give
that tonight.
Try
What's
to
that, like
give that pick.
113 each, and we hit?
Yeah, you're gonna get a little more juice in the second half. So if you can get about 110 in the first half, which the Kings might do, the way that their offense is fired up,
They're
baby.
at 92 with 6 to go. I think they got it.
Yeah, so 66 in the first half. Even if they just go 52-ish on out, they should be in pretty good shape. So look there. I thought this was going to be maybe a letdown game as well if they have played of late. It hasn't been. The energy's high. National televised game. Nets are coming off a tough loss to the Lakers. Just got absolutely obliterated by the Lakers, which is sad to say out loud. So I thought they'd come back with a little more oomph, but
I don't know that
I'm
this
pretty
team has oomph.
I'm
As
pretty
much
sure after
turnover
this,
as the Kings had, the Nets have even more. It's pretty crazy. Oh, Travis is joining us. Perfect.
I believe after this timeout, I would be shocked if we did not see this guy named Kevin Durant out on the court.
He's got to just take this
and
game over. That's really their only chance.
Oh, there he
Although
is.
we've
Yeah.
played pretty good on him.
I think he still has 11. I don't know if you have the box score up, but
Durant has
great
12.
yeah. Great rotations again by the Kings. We're out running Terrence Davis to the Red Velvet.
A little like triple head fake from Harrison Barnes.
Oh my gosh. That is old man basketball at
Heather
age
asked
30.
what I'm drinking tonight. I have a hard Mountain Dew watermelon flavor. This is like almost
Ooh.
sacrilegious. This is a Spivey special.
Yeah, I don't know how we didn't coin that.
Doesn't say that
I'm
on
going I don't know if you see it. I'm going Bang. It's a mix energy drink. It's a hard seltzer. It's pina colada, and it tastes just like pina colada, which is my least favorite. But I had a couple the other night after an IPA, and they were tasting good. So I tried it again tonight.
All right.
It's not terrible. Another great defensive possession. That
What is
is
going
off
on
Big
right
Bad
now?
Joe Harris. 14-0 run we're currently on here. They're doing the he's too small, I'm going to dunk over him play. That's why he was topping on the top of his head there.
Well, as soon as Sabonis comes in, they're not going to get any rebounds. The Nets.
No, I don't. Well, the Kings, I don't know the exact rules, but I think that the Kings have to miss for them to get a rebound, but I don't know. Playing well, hard foul, nothing dirty. Sabonis going to go to the line for 2. Zach, do you have the box score up for me?
I absolutely do.
Sabonis, how many do we got?
7 points,
6.
2 rebounds,
7.
2 assists, 2 blocks. If
Maybe
you're doing the
he got
fancy
this
one
first.
tonight.
No, just the points. I need 19 from Sabonis. I need 14 from Herder, who's close.
He's already at 8.
Yeah, and then Murray's got to get to 12, but I think he's only got 4.
He's at 4, yep.
Yeah. Hopefully he hits a couple big threes. And the Kings wins, I believe I think that just got Sabonis to 7. I want to say he made the first free throw there.
Yeah, he did.
Kings go up 15. 15-0 run, which is wild. Just really active on the defensive end right now, and that's the difference. The energy is definitely there, and that's something. The Kings are playing active on defense and are doing a lot better about not fouling. And early in the season, that was their issue. Ben Simmons, yeah, sit down. You're trash. 16-0 run by the Kings in the last 3.5, which is kind of wild.
Out of right there.
But again, great defense, out of control. Just happened to go in. Kings up 14, 4:40 left in the second.
A layup and 1.
What a
Damian
take.
Mitchell.
What?
I think the Kings
2
are
is
just going to
good.
cook
Let's
them.
make it 3.
Kings are just too fast for this team.
I just don't see them keeping up offensively if they're
They
not
have the
going
6th
to
best
play.
offense in the NBA, Troy. They can keep
But
up with anybody
I'm
except
just
five
saying
other teams.
I don't see them tonight. Just looking at the way they're playing, I don't see them keeping up with the way the Kings are playing.
No, the Nets won't be able to keep pace.
The Kings have 59 with 4.5 left in the second. Doesn't mean that.
You can just watch the game and tell the Kings are trying way harder than the Nets are right now.
Yeah, but I mean, you still got the Slim Reaper. You know what I mean? I missed a shot. Jinxed him. That a boy. Suck it, Katie. So Kings up 17 with 4:14 left. Big game tonight. You get this one. You have another chance at a win on Thursday evening against the Spurs. The Spurs just got absolutely obliterated last night by the Warriors.
They're coming back to earth after their quick start.
And then I think they're playing again tonight, I want to say.
I'm pulling up right now.
I think they're in Portland.
Dunkaroo for Barnes. Do I need a Barnes drop? I can't get a Barnes drop.
You can't get a,
I'll
you get a
him
Barnes
boom
drop, we'll never
shakalaka,
play
He
it.
doesn't deserve
Okay,
his own
boom
clip.
shakalaka. So Kings up 19 with 4 left in the second.
Spurs are tied with the Blazers right now.
Could you by chance get me a box score of the Clippers game?
I can. It's 100-103. Mavericks are winning.
I just need to know.
6.8 seconds left.
Red Velvet 4-3 up 22. Ooh. Just dominating tonight. How many did George have?
Paul George had 23.
Let's go. I just needed him to get to 20. So if those 3 hit, we hit all 5. I was 2 for 2 in the early games.
Kings up 21, Troy. This is wild.
I don't even know what to do with my hands, to be honest with you. A little worried it's getting a little out of control to where the starters aren't going to play a lot in the second half. But look at Chimezi's just feeling it tonight. It's just the Band-Aids. The Slim Reaper's going to go to the line here. Gets the first, as you mentioned, cuts it to 21. We are watching on a little bit of a delay. If you guys are just joining us, we are the Spivey Special Podcast, the funnest watch party in all of Kings land.
At least the fattest.
Yeah, without a doubt. We might know the least, but we do weigh the most.
We do watch like 60% of the games. So
yeah, absolutely. On the stream too. We don't watch them off stream. That's just weird.
We just come in cold.
Why wouldn't we? We just wing it. We didn't even watch the first quarter. We just get on, just go on runs. So Kings up 20 with 3:18 left in the second.
There's your boy.
Oh, boy. Did he stroke it? Stop it, you little herder. He hit. All right. So we're 3 of 5.
Yeah, they got towels waving. They got Band-Aids.
Yeah. Everyone had a
gold. I think
everyone had
going nuts.
Everyone had a towel or a shirt on their chair, I believe. I saw a picture earlier on the Twitters.
Kevin.
All right. That guy's, I like that guy. Sign him up. Oh, boy. Stop it.
From our boy, Terrence Davis.
How is he getting this much run? But I guess you don't make a sub. I mean, when was the last time you saw Fox?
You know what I'm happy is that the Kings didn't trade for.
Is Sabonis okay? Okay, looked like you rolled his ankle.
We're good.
Looked like you rolled. Oh, don't do it to him, Red Velvet. You be selling too much merch. Oh my gosh. Oh. Barnes is just playing inspired basketball in the last possibly 4th win in a row. Up 23 on the Nets, where a lot of people have the Nets,
So maybe it was a little premature to say that Harrison Barnes was cooked for the last 2.5 years.
Maybe he watched our pod and he's like, F those fat guys. I'm going to go off. I'm going to start eating, baby.
I want to start trying again on defense.
And I think that's the difference is one thing about this Kings team this year that's different from last year is their best player, I think, on both sides of the court of late. I think Fox has really bought into the defensive side. He's getting steals, deflections, which are leading to easy buckets for them. 29-4 in the last 6 minutes.
It was 40-40, Troy.
I know. They're just getting the ball out of KD's hands. They're making other guys beat him. I absolutely love to see it. Ooh, that was nasty. That's a boom shakalaka.
Can I play a boom shakalaka for the other team? Is that bad mojo?
Absolutely. Mm-mm. So Kings up 23, 2 minutes left. Still, I mean, Fox has played barely any of the second quarter, but again, when you're on a one more, okay. Yeah,
The
interesting.
Nets are just sloppy, man.
Yeah, there's just a lot going on. But I mean, look at that. I mean, that's good defense. I mean, sure, he got fouled, but make him earn it from the line. No easy buckets. I think that's only two on Sabonis.
That is his first personal foul,
Wow, I thought he had one earlier.
unless it hasn't updated yet. Sabonis is plus 30 tonight, Trey.
Gosh, that
Herder
guy.
plus 30.
They're just
Barnes plus
walking.
25.
They're just well, basically, if you were on the floor for this 29-4 run, your plus or minus is going to be pretty good.
Royce O'Neal on the Nets is minus 32.
What is Terrence Davis? He's got to be up there too, because I think he just
He's
got taken
plus
out for.
16 and Mitchell's plus 16.
Yeah, those guys just got taken out. It looks like Monk
Murray and
and
Fox have been
Fox.
off the floor for most of this big run.
Yeah, I think two of them just came back in. I don't know who the fifth one is, but looks like it might be the our normal closing five, except
Barnes,
Monk.
Fox, Sabonis, Monk, Herder. This is
Eh,
my favorite lineup.
I like Murray. He's just fundamentally sound.
Oh, he tried to just send him to the nether regions and it.
Oh, and Katie ain't happy. So Kings up 21. He definitely tried to just. It could have been a rage quit there by the Nets if that one went down. It could have been just like your opponent has left the match. He
KD
definitely
like
pushed him in the
pushed
stomach, and
he
and
pushed
now
him
he's
in the
complaining.
abdominal section.
Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, why are you complaining, Katie? He got the rebound and laid it up anyways. You're just costing him fantasy points by fouling him.
Mm-hmm.
So Sabonis gets the first. We love it. We love it.
He's
Katie's
on mute, but I think he
pissed.
said all I did was punch him in the dick. I think that's what he said.
Yeah. And the girl's like, I saw it. I saw it. That was clear
You
shaft.
should have been
That
standing
was
there.
clear
You're right.
shaft. Ball was right between the knuckles. I saw it. It's a bonus. All right, we're going up 23.
He shouldn't have been
Minute
standing there.
16. This is not the Kings team of old. This is a new squad for the last 9 games at least. Don't worry about those first four. There's no count. That's like the first 4 games of beer pong.
All right, let's not let him get too far back. Kings up 21, but they're still just like pushing.
I mean, look at that. I mean, that probably was a foul. I think if it's a closer game, we might get that.
All
And I don't
right.
like
All right.
this.
Finish strong. They cut it to 19.
Yeah, but again, I mean, this is going to get the Kings. This is going to get the Kings probably top one or two second quarter. They were top five coming into the game tonight, plus or minus for the second quarter. So
Oh, Sabonis.
he's so filthy. His
I've got
control
to
around
play
the
my new
hoop.
Sabonis drop, Chuck.
He's like him and Barnes are very similar. How that's a foul on Barnes is beyond me, but they're just like old man strength. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're not old, but they're just so fundamentally sound. Very good Euro steppers, very good. They can contort their body to get the lay in, draw the fouls.
That's 3 fouls on Barnes.
That's fine. I but again, I mean, in that Clippers game, thing that scares me, Clippers were down, I believe, 22 to the Mavericks, and they came back, made that a ball game. So, like you said, Nets are very good offensively. Kings have the ability, especially in the third quarter, to kind of go in a lull. And I just hope they don't come back out, a little
I
on
don't
their
think
heels.
Mike
And
Brown's going to let him get into a drought like that. He called a timeout with 15 seconds into the second quarter because they missed a rotation and the dude was standing there wide open for like an hour and a half before he shot it.
I think I was watching it on Gamecast as I was getting Maddox to bed, but it looked like Monk came in the game, and then like the next play there was a foul, and then Monk came out of the game, and one of the starters went back in. I don't know what happened. Again, I was watching it on Gamecast, but
Yeah, it was just sloppy. For like
Fox.
first possession for the Nets, someone missed their assignment. And there was just a guy standing there for three, and he just kind of stood there, looked at his watch, picked his nose a little bit, and then hit the three. And then Mike Brown's like, "Nope, timeout.
Yeah, that's the one thing
We're not
is
doing that."
Mike Brown's going to hold you accountable, and I think the players like that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
They're playing hard. You know, they're not playing like the Nets were the first 6 games of the season for Nash. They're playing for someone that they really enjoy. And I hope, regardless of what happens this year, that Mike Brown, I'm not sure what his contract is, but I hope that it is a long tenured one.
I thought he signed a 4-year.
I just don't want him to fire him after 1 year. You know what I mean? I'm just so sick of that.
4-year
Doing all
contract.
this. Okay. I mean, that doesn't mean it.
Historically, he will not fill those 4 years, but
We
it's looking
got
pretty
some.
good.
Oh, Fox misses both free throws. Here comes Durant. Up 19 in the closing. Little semisonic.
Good
They
rotation.
double. Back to him. Back to Curry.
Too
I
late,
don't
I
think he got
think.
it off. I don't think he got it off, ladies and gentlemen.
They didn't give it to him.
They're going to look at it. I don't think he got it off. So currently, as it stands, as they go to the monitor to check if that three
He did
went
not
in,
get it off.
he did not. It wasn't even that close, I thought.
Kings by
Kings up
19.
19 at half. So plus 13 in the second quarter. At one point, it was 40-40. So they closed that on a. What did that Kings have it?
33 to
72.
14 run.
That's gnarly. That's gnarly. That's pretty good. So again, you got to have a good third quarter. Got to be at least up, I would say, 12. You can give some points back, but you can't let the Nets think that they have a chance tonight. Just put them away. You got the cleat on their neck. I like to say, go ahead and step down.
All right, round the town scores. The Jazz are losing to the Knicks by 14 with 4 minutes to go.
Do you know who
Or
the Knicks lost to?
the Knicks lose to everybody.
They lost to the Thunder on Sunday by 10. I like the
They
Thunder
lost
though.
to him before by like a million.
Shea Gildress or whatever his name
Mm-hmm.
is nasty. So
The
we're at
Blazers
halftime.
took a lead over the
Kings.
Spurs. Pelicans beat the Grizzlies.
Ugh, Sharks are losing, but also the Sharks are trash. So, all right. So big. Let's bring up the little box score here. I'm going to go ahead and dive into it too. That's a big loss there for the Jazz, and it'll be another big loss for the Spurs. We just keep jumping everybody. Pelicans, though, getting those Grizz, that was an interesting
Pelicans have
one.
had a lot of weird onesie twosie injuries, and I think when they're healthy, they are a very scary team.
So for the starters for the Nets tonight, 18 for Durant, as we assumed, 3 for O'Neal, 1 of 4 from the field. Joe Harris was very surprising, 0 of 4 for the field for 0 points. Ben Simmons, assuming just dunked 3, he's got 6. Seth Curry's got 7. For the Kings, their leading scorer tonight, 3 people in double figures, actually. Herder with 14, Barnes with 13, 12 for Sabonis, 4 for Murray, and 8 for Fox. And a huge 10 from Davis off the bench and 6 for Mitchell off the bench. Got 4 from Monk and 2 from Metu. Okpala played 0 minutes, it says. But I think he got in. He might have played like the last second or something.
I didn't see him come in.
Me either. They gave him stats, though. Trey Lyles, terrible run early in the game. 0 of 2 for 3. I think he had a couple turnovers and a foul.
If
So
the Kings
up
hold
19,
on, they move into the 8th seed, Troy.
9th seed coming into today. So before everything started, not only will they be the 9th, let's see.
They will be the 8th seed if they win tonight. They will pass the Clippers by .005.
Bad loss by the Clippers. Just got housed. Mavericks are good. Let's not lie. So of those teams above the Kings, I could see
The Jazz absolutely just falling into oblivion.
and the Clippers. I don't think the Clippers are that good. You don't know what's going on with Kawhi. just I don't like that chemistry. Teams that could jump the Kings,
The
definitely the
Warriors
Warriors,
and the
maybe
Timberwolves can
Minnesota.
figure it out. They got a
Yeah,
lot of
if
talent.
yeah, Houston, Lakers, Thunder. Thunder are interesting squad. I kind of like the Thunder a little bit, but I
I
don't
just have
think
a
to pass the
sneaky I have a
Kings.
sneaky suspicion that Shea Gilgeous is just gonna get some phantom injury towards the end of the season when they're gonna try to get Wembanyama.
the The best thing about the Lakers sucking is who gets. I can't remember who gets their draft lottery.
The Pelicans.
So another big game. We'll kind of just go over the schedule while we're here at half. Kings got the Spurs up next on Thursday, and then 2 nights off, and then we play Sunday against the Pistons. So tonight's a big game. If you can win this one, it turns a 3 game into a 4 game winning streak with the Spurs and the Pistons. Then with the next 2 games, you have a chance at actually having a 6 game winning streak before you head to Memphis and probably get housed by Ja.
We'll see. Memphis has been
I'm just,
they're not unbeatable. They're 9-6.
yeah. I mean, they're like you said, they're beatable, but Ja just kind of owns
Oh, absolutely.
Fox.
But if we're not starting KZ Okpala, do you think we should do better than
That's
we
a
did
t-
before?
that's a that's a tough road trip though. So they go on the road. They play Memphis, then the Hawks, and then they go to Boston.
Yeah, that's tough. Boston would be a very tough game. I think they beat the Hawks though.
Hawks are 9-5, 9-6, something
Nine
like
and
that.
five, third in the East.
And then the Suns come to town. So a lot of tough games for the Kings coming up. So if they can get tonight and then those next 2, crazily enough, that puts them at 9-6. Again, it's the Kings. There's no they should win. You never know. You never know. Got to hold on tonight. Got to keep playing hard. Can't be giving up any love. Ooh, okay, Zach. Second half. We can second half. Who's our point scorers? Oh, they don't have that game. Boo.
They don't have that option for you.
They just have the Portland game up right now.
Oh,
I waited too long for the Kings.
I would have said Fox.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He would probably have been like 14 and a half.
Fox and Monk would be my 2 picks.
My only issue is with those is if it's not a close game, they're probably not going to get any run.
Monk will get some run.
Yeah, but Fox, I mean, how many minutes did Fox play? Maybe,
13.
yeah. That's about right, I guess. Usually probably plays 16 and a half, 32 minutes.
Well, him and Keegan were out because they went on that crazy run. That's the only reason he was at 13 minutes.
Yeah. All right, I got to find the app again. But the Kings are up 19, absolutely dominating.
They got to keep up the defensive pressure. They've been jumping the passing lanes, getting their hands in there. They've been moving.
Very active.
They have given up a lot of open threes to the Nets. If they start hitting them in a decent clip, there's a chance they can come back because they only shot 30% in the first half.
We listen to the halftime show. We're not used to watching it nationally.
I'm going to have to go back and watch that. Are they saying nice things about the Kings?
He said Red Velvet's probably the most underrated pickup by the Kings.
Absolutely. I can hear the audio through your phone.
Perfect.
We're going to get a copyright infringement because of you and your clear Band-Aid.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're basically just saying the Kings were awful to watch the last few years, but they're actually kind of fun this year.
Yeah, that's about right.
They're just
they're
slobbing.
Man.
They're slobbing over Sabonis right now.
Sabonis is great.
He doesn't need to score really either to be.
No, and he's making good passes, even if he only has 3 assists. A lot of his
Well, if you
passes lead to the second pass.
well, what's nice too is you do a screen and roll, and then you got a mouse in the house. He's going to get two.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sure, it's an offensive foul every time, but
He
he's
loves
gonna
leading with that elbow.
bully. He's gonna bully you, and he's gonna get a layup. Because, like we talked about earlier, his contortionism, which
Right.
is a word, just made it up.
His pump
Is
fake in the post is what Harrison Barnes thinks his is.
Yeah, it's like when you do something and you do it in the mirror.
Yeah.
I can't believe I look like that. That is embarrassing. So Kings absolutely dominating tonight. It's looking good. Halftime. Everyone catch a break, catch a little wind, I like to say. A Gap's on tonight as well. You
They
guys want
are.
to
It's
watch another?
Tuesday night. We don't usually do Tuesday night.
Wonder what they're saying. Probably similar
Memes
things.
is in the
Kings are
house.
playing
Go
good.
Kings.
Flying right now. So very happy with the way the first half went. Again, we talked about you have to bring that funk to start the third. You can't let them sneak back in. Have to play a good third quarter, put the game away. Let's see a lot of KZ Okpala, maybe a little Alex
Can we
Len.
get a
That's what
little
we want to
deli
see.
minutes tonight?
We want that in the last 8 minutes of the game. That
Right.
means that we're going to be in a very good
When
spot to
they've
get our
benched
fourth straight
Durant.
win.
Because until he's like out of the game, I don't believe this lead is safe.
No, that guy can get 10 in a heartbeat.
Loca's joining us. What's up, Loca?
Loca is in the house. They're making fun of Chuck. They said when Red Velvet was mentioned, Chuck thought you meant cake. They're just blowing up
That's my dude.
Chuck right now. That show's okay. I don't know. It's hit or miss for me. Shaq and him going back and forth can be a little much sometimes. Not really getting the information out.
Loca, we are great. The Kings are rolling right now.
And if they start losing, you got to get off the stream, Loca. That's the only rule. We
I would
can't.
say, do we say condolences to the Browns? I just assume they lost last week. I don't actually know that's fact.
Yeah, they had a big win against Monday night win. Huge win for them, I think, against the Bengals on Halloween. And then they just got absolutely obliterated. I do declare against the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins scored about 105
That sounds
in
right.
the first half.
Mm-hmm. Loca wants to fight. You try. I don't think you could
Perfect.
take Loca
I don't
if I
think
had
so
to
either.
guess.
But I have some backup band-aids just in case, so I'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. They look like their skin color. Right?
Yeah, I do that just so people don't know I'm hurt. I was going to ask you something that had nothing to do with anything, but I totally forgot. Right when we started, kicking myself a little bit. I think it was football related. Oh, yeah, it was football related. Did you see that Goddard's going to be out a while and Cooper Cup's
And
having
Cooper
surgery?
Cup. Yeah. Luckily, I don't have either of them on any of my fantasy teams.
Yeah, that's all we care about.
So
Who
the
cares about their
ESPN app
well-being?
in both leagues, I drafted a very similar team. It said I was going to get dead last, and I am in first place in both leagues right now. So suck at ESPN app.
They don't know anything.
Mm-hmm.
My team got a big win in your league, got me back to 5-5. Was kind of falling big time there. So 2 in a row.
As long
Got
as the
me right back
Vikings
in the
don't play
playoffs.
primetime games, I'm in great shape.
What a
Shane's
game
Kirk
that
Cousins has
was.
been killing it for me.
What a game that was. That catch by Jefferson on 4th and 18
I've never seen
was
anything like
just,
that.
it's nasty.
It was the
Like,
Odell catch, but then he had to rip it away from a guy that also caught it.
I guess that's a good throw too. But I mean, when you have that guy, I mean,
And it was like a game on the line catch too.
absolutely.
That Odell
You
one
drop
was
that,
like
it's
in the
over.
second quarter. That didn't mean anything.
Yeah, you drop that one, it's over. Bills had their chances. Vikings had their chances. Kind of a sloppy-ish end to the game. Fumbles and
Loca, we are wearing our Malik Monk tribute band-aids on our face. Troy's is apparently skin color and
hmm
shiny. It looks like he put like,
it's weird. So if you can see the band-aid's like in the middle, but it's like a butterfly type tattoo,
yeah, I
and
don't
like
think you did it right.
this is part of the.
Yeah, if you look
Oh,
real
there we go.
close, you can see my
Oh, there we
Paw
go.
Patrol
That's off
band-aid
now.
on my face because that's the only band-aids we have in our home.
Yeah, it's getting wild over here. So Kings up 19 and a half. You just joined us, Spike Special Podcast. Playing well.
Getting close to the end of the halftime show here. Who do the Kings have for the
Yeah,
halftime show tonight?
I'm not sure. I'm hoping it's Tone Loc.
We missed the Warren G concert on Sunday. Are you upset about that?
A little bit.
I
I
would have
kind of
liked
want
to
to.
go. That would have been cool.
I kind of want to go this Sunday, but I don't know if I can swing a 3 p.m. Wow, Luca's good.
Yeah, look, there's no way to know if Sarah did beat him up or not because he's got a pretty big band-aid on there.
Yeah, it's she actually helped me put it on, so that's where I'm at. I can't even put a band-aid on my own face, so now you got me all messing with it. So Kings up 19, as we mentioned, playing well. KD has 18 for the Nets, kind of the only one scoring. I think Murray's going to hit a couple big buckets here in the third. I think that they're going to.
He's going
I
to get
just
some more play. He only played 12 minutes in the first
Nets
half.
just so bad defensively. I don't see. We shouldn't really be taking threes, although we're wide open on them. We can just get in the paint anytime we want. No one's playing defense.
They're a very poor defensive team, and they are having to play Ben Simmons way out of position. The thing that makes him special is him being 6'10" with a 7'1" wingspan guarding guards. But when he's a power forward or center, it doesn't mean anything anymore.
Yeah, it's like cool story, bro.
Yeah, you're now an undersized bad rebounder.
With mental problems, that doesn't help.
Yeah, you've got mental problems, man.
All right, so we're getting close to the start of the second half. Like we mentioned before, Kings up 19. Check the Sharks score real quick for everyone watching. Probably care about the Sharks.
All right, we
And they
want
tie it up.
predictions in the chat. How many points do the Kings win/lose by? Let me see what you got in the chat there. I think the Kings win by 15.
The closest gets absolutely nothing. Say it again.
If anyone hits it dead on, Troy will show you his stomach.
Oh boy, I'm gonna guess like 6 times now and then find a mirror. So again, got to come out hot in the third. Kind of wish I was there tonight. Looks like the place is kind of jumping. A little Destiny's Child out there.
I wish I could have gone Sunday.
Sunday would have been fun. Just that when the Warriors are in town, those tickets are a little on the pricey side.
This next Sunday was another one. That was the Pistons game, right?
Yeah, that's a 3 p.m. tipper though.
Yeah, I gotta work.
That sucks. I might go. Just go downtown, Uber downtown, go to all the bars and breweries, and just go to the game. Just tanked.
That sounds great.
Show everyone my stomach. You guessed it right. You guessed it right. Everybody guessed it right. Just kind of get wild with it.
What the heck is going on?
Nobody knows.
There we go.
No, we got the start of the third quarter. We are coming. We are
loading now.
Riding perfect.
That's what we needed.
They look very uncomfortable, Stan Van Gundy and Brian Anderson tonight. Looks like they're sitting basically in the stands. There's like nothing behind them.
Yeah, they get those weird national TV seats at Golden One. For the two times a year that we get to do that. Or one time, I guess, this year. I hope they flex some games for us. All right, Kings up 21. right where we left them before. Let's see if we can get something
No,
here.
they were up 19 and a half. We must have get an early bucket.
Okay. Barnes with a 3. Are you kidding me? Am I going to make a Barnes drop, Troy?
So Metu got another technical apparently at half.
Perfect.
So they made a free throw, makes it an 18-point game, and then we go down and get a 3. So are you that far ahead? I
Kings
just
by
hit the technical.
22. 10:52 left in the game.
On your feed or on the TV?
The score on our feed is ahead of where I am on the TV.
Oh boy.
Watching the game.
So
but not
were you
by
on
much. Terrence Davis just made a layup. 10:32.
I had to turn it off and go back in.
Oh boy. Here we go. Kings by 24. Durant just kind of dribbles into traffic and he kind of flops around like a fish and gets a foul call.
And the bucket.
Yeah.
How that's continuation. I love that Metu just gets teed up at halftime. John at Durant. So that means he's ejected because I'm pretty sure he got one in the first half.
Who's that?
Do we have that?
Metu?
I believe he's gone.
Play by play. I could look at that. Let me see if we can.
Could have sworn he got one early in the game. This is why you guys watch us. So Durant gets
first
both at the line.
Foul.
Huh. Could have sworn he got one.
You're talking about, Trey. All right, Kings by 21. Fox is back in the game.
Terrence Davis is starting the half.
He was hot in that first half, and Fox just right to the rim.
So Murray's not playing. Do you think Murray got hurt or
I don't know.
They're just going with the hot hand?
I think they're going hot hand because Terrence Davis is plus 19
He's not
even, so they're just gonna ride him.
Get out of there, ball. That a boy. Kings up 23 with the ball.
The Nets have kind of a small lineup too.
That might be what it is.
I think that's what it is they don't need the height.
They don't need a power forward, really.
No, because like Ben Simmons is their power forward. It's a weird team.
Yeah, and like you said, I mean, it's just kind of a weird matchup. Maybe Murray will come in as the backup center because they don't really have a center either.
Yeah, they've got
largest that
Claxton?
one guy.
No, not really. Speedy Claxton, yeah.
It's his brother, neighbor, maybe. So Kings up 23 with the ball. Getting wild tonight. Playing well. National televised game. Barnes is 1,000 years old. Misses.
How old is Barnes? He's like 29.
He's 30 now, I think.
Nets all right. With the 3. Got it to 20. Got to finish this quarter strong.
All right, so we're still +1 in the quarter.
We're still doing. Terrence Davis jacked a 3, and it's good.
That's better if we just keep making it every time we shoot.
Terrence Davis has 18 points. I think that's why he's in right now, Trey.
Maybe he was.
You should have bet Terrence Davis.
He wasn't even an option. They're like, he's not even going to play, bro. So foul on the floor. I believe that's our second foul. Probably called it on Chemez even though he's not on the floor. Kings up 23. Gosh, when the Kings shoot like this, they're going to be very, very difficult to beat.
They're shooting 42% from 3 tonight, 58% overall. Yikes.
Like I said, if they shoot like this and are as exciting as they are on defense, you don't want him to get going, and luckily he doesn't. Just dunk it, Sabonis. Barnes is 100.
He found the little tape mark there on the floor where he can make a shot from.
I think Monk just put his Band-Aid down. He's just on the floor, so he knows where to shoot. That's why he wears them.
That's
he has
why
a bunch
there's
in his pocket.
Yeah. They needed 12 of them to tell Fox where he's allowed to make it from.
And I love this, just getting the ball out of KD's hands, make other guys beat you. Sure, they might make some. They might miss some. They might make them.
Oh, Sabonis I got visitors is going to cook these little tiny centers on.
Yeah, hopefully at least gets to
Kings by
19.
27.
I think the crowd's into it.
If you're joining us in the chat, we need predictions. When does Dellavedova come into the game? I need
Do we
predictions.
see Ben Wallace tonight? No, not
Ooh,
Ben Wallace. What was
he's
his
not even on the
name?
roster. That'd be exciting.
Gerald Wallace. Gerald Wallace
We
is
need some
coming
Gerald
back
Wallace.
as Slamson.
He takes off the mask, and it's Gerald
Hmm.
Wallace, who is probably 40 years old.
But they does that because they guessed who he was, kind of like that singing show. They
I,
see him dunk and they're like, "Oh, that's Gerald
I
Wallace,"
don't
and
know
he
why
just
Gerald Wallace doesn't get the love that some of those other Kings do. Just because
he
they let him
wasn't
go
as
in the
good.
expansion draft. Guess how old
I like
Gerald
guys
Wallace is,
like
Trey?
John Bear and John Brockman more.
Guess how old Gerald Wallace
So
is?
he played 2008 ish, probably was 28 plus 14, like 42.
He's 40 years old, exactly like I said.
Ah, pretty good guess, both of us.
I am the smartest man
King's just eating
alive!
tonight. It's like it's like a Vegas buffet. Everyone's just high school going career high. We're gonna see some Kings that we haven't seen in quite
The
some
defense
time.
from the Kings it's been pretty fun. They've been trapping Durant as soon as he touches the ball, and they're just letting random guys shoot threes like the Milwaukee Bucks defense.
So it's kind of been last few games, the defense, I don't know. Again, I think Mike Brown does really good with making adjustments mid-game. Not even just at halftime, just as the game's going. And they've just been just stifling the Nets tonight and the last few games, especially late in games. Kings have found rotations and all that kind of stuff. They've been able to stop their opponent. So Kings up huge. We're loving it. We're band-aiding it. You can't really see mine that good, but we're monking. Got the Spurs coming in Thursday, which could be a letdown game, but I don't know if Mike Brown will let them, especially with that tough road trip coming up. You got to win the next two. Absolutely
Absolutely.
got to win the next two, especially if you can hold on tonight. I'm still not giving up on the Nets running it back. They go on a little 8-0 run, get it under 20. I don't like it. But as we talked about, at least you're up 12 to 15 going into the fourth. I like our chances,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you got one of the best semisonic type players in De'Aaron
Yeah, they need
Fox.
it. Fox is there, and I think Sabonis can just own the
Yeah, I
bigs
don't.
on this net team. They have no bigs,
Silly.
and
Silly.
Sabonis will just back them down and 48 pivot his way into 15
I
if they
think
need
that
it.
I think the Nets are a missing Kyrie, definitely. That's a guy who can get a bucket if he ever comes back. Who knows? I mean, I think what suspended 6 games, but you never know with the comments he made and how crazy he is if he'll ever come back. You need to go get a big if you're the Nets, I would say. I don't know if they have anybody hurt as a big.
Not really.
You might be going overseas looking to see what Dwight's up to.
Yes.
Um, I
He
don't
looks like
know.
he's
I
living
think
it up in Taiwan, man. They're going nuts.
see that
Travis wants
like
to know who we think we're getting for Rashawn Holmes.
we've got to get somebody. I would like a backup four. I'm not a Trey Lyles guy,
I think Trey Lyles has
personally,
been fine.
but that's not what you need on a team that's going to make a decent run.
No, we
Hopefully,
need a
now
backup three is what we need. The only true three on this team is Harrison Barnes.
it's all you need. It's all you
But
need.
one thing you cannot get in the NBA is wings because all of them are on the Raptors and the Clippers.
That's true. Backup three would be nice. I'd like Barnes even to come off the bench. You could get a big daddy three. I
He's
love Herder
sleepy.
though as a two.
Yeah, I love this starting lineup the Kings have right now. They just need like one extra
Oof.
thing in this second unit, and they can win
Well,
some
I mean,
games.
if even if you have guys step up, like every night has been someone different on this little winning streak. But Terrence Davis tonight, as much as I don't like him, Trey Lyles had a big night the other night. You're seeing a lot of
Foxy!
easy, easy, easy. That is so beautiful. We love you, Sabonis.
Oh, like I'm just playing defense in the paint on the other end.
That's like 17 in the key, right?
Terrence Davis just swatting guys' butts during the game. This is great.
Why not? Hey, just start going crazy, Terrence. So I'm not great with math, but I'm pretty sure the Kings are up 28 with the ball.
That was probably a travel, but a little
Yeah, there's no
little harder.
rules. I love Red Velvet. That guy, 12-2 run for the Kings. We talked about they had to come out with a little punch in the, you know what? They have Durant. Just can't carry this
Oh my
team.
gosh, Terrence Davis.
Why not? It's like, is there
He's
the
on
game?
fire!
You're like, all right, they're dead. All right. Up 33. If every game was on TNT, Kings would be the 1 seed. That's just my thought. I don't know.
Yeah, they're playing outrageous right now.
KD looks like a fish out of water. That's not a foul.
No, he's been doing a lot of floppies.
Light the beam tonight, though. Just start lighting it up now. Kings playing great. I don't want to jinx it, but Terrence Davis with 21. Are you kidding me? You're going to lose, I would say, 0 games when you get
So is the
21
beam
from.
activated by like a light switch, or do we have like celebrities that can light the beam? I don't know how this works. I need to
how
know more
long-
about the beam.
I need to know duration. Like, that's
How
expensive.
long is the beam on?
Yeah, and if it's like a day game, do they still just fire it up?
It's like a noon game, and they fire the beam at 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah, I don't, because I guess the game will be over at 5:30 on Sunday, but
Light that beam all night, Trey.
Durant's got 24. Kings up 22. Durant going to the line. I like, though, on this TNT app, I get a little closed captioning, so I can still
There you
kind of
go.
follow along. I don't know if you have it, but
I don't have it on.
apparently when I had it before, I'm a big closed captioning guy. It's the only time I read, so it's how I get my vocabulary so high.
Mhm.
So Troy Lyles came in. I'm a little worried about Murray. Haven't seen him. I
Where
don't
is
know
he?
how he's. That's what I'm worried about. I don't know why Lyles is going to get run before Murray. Can we? Do you have a Twitter thing
I'm
we can
pulling
look
up
things
Twitter.
up
I have
on?
Twitter coming up right now. We'll type his name in. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm just a little. Like I
think
said, I'm a
he's
little.
just getting the Terrence Davis. I think Terrence Davis is getting his minutes right now, which is totally acceptable.
But I don't under. What I'm saying is, I don't understand how Lyles comes off the bench before Murray.
they play different positions, don't they?
Pretty similar, right? They've each play the 4, unless Ben Simmons is so good. It's shooting. Probably no info on him.
Injury update: Keegan Murray will not return.
Yeah, that's what I
Uh-oh.
thought.
Back soreness.
That's fine. This is a game where if you're back sore, you don't
You
chance
just
it.
don't come back in the game.
Yeah. So we're not going to hit him. What's the bonus at?
Sabonis with 17. What did you need at him?
19. We need one more from Sabonis before the bench mob comes in. So we'll hit 4 out of 5. It was a small bet tonight. It was just
Kevin Herter with a steal. Trey Lyles for 3. Why not? Let's get everybody involved.
Yeah, you're like 4 seconds ahead of me, but I'm loving everything that's
Trey Lyles
happening.
is going to make a 3, Trey. Spoiler alert.
People are dancing. People are
A
feeling
lot of
good.
Band-Aids in the stand. I love it. I love it.
Look at those kids with the Band-Aids. Actually wearing them right without their beards. I love it. So Kings up 35. Kings are
I think they're going to hold on, Trey.
Absolutely fine. We're still watching the rest of the game. I don't care what anybody says.
We are.
This is the minutes that you dream about. Probably aren't going to get that many
Rashawn
people.
Holmes get minutes in a complete blowout? This seems like a team that he could get minutes on. Where you just put someone
Right?
kind of tall and they score 12 points.
He's gonna get a double somehow in the last 8 minutes of this game. No one else is gonna get a rebound.
Oh, Kaziak Paul's got a stat, Troy. He played 1 minute.
I told you
He's
that.
+4 in that 1 minute, though.
That's crazy. Wonder I didn't even see him though. It must have been early.
Well, maybe it was in the first quarter or the
That's what
start
I
of the
mean.
second,
Before
where he
I think
called
it
that
might have been-
timeout. Maybe it was Kaziak Paul that missed the assignment and he just pulled him out of the game. Said, well,
just
you're
punched him. So the crazy thing about everything that is happening right now, Kings up 35. You're just joining us, Spivey Special Podcast. It was 40-40 at one point, and it is no longer 40-40. So
done.
Kings is
28-63 run there, Troy.
outclassing the Brooklyn Nets tonight. Just the depth. Went on a run with Terrence Davis on the
Kings
court.
are shooting 46% from 3 and 63% overall. That's going to win you a lot of games.
Well, as we talked about, the Nets defense isn't actually a defense. So we knew that the Kings were going to score. It's just
They have to outscore the other team to win, and the Kings they're like harassing them.
Yeah, the Kings definitely came out with some fire tonight. Nationally televised game. I believe it might be their only national televised game. I don't recall.
Unless we get one flexed, it's the only one.
That's what I was just going to say. I think you might get a flexation. Maybe some of these Lakers games get flexed out just because they're so terrible, and they usually because they get a lot of nationally televised games playing the similar time slot as the Kings. You might see some of the Lakers games hopefully get flexed out unless they make a little run.
It sure is fun to watch the Lakers choke, though. It's pretty good.
Gosh. And they're on a 1-game win streak, so you never know. Lakers could make a run into at least maybe that 10 seed. It's just the West is so tough every game, every night. What will this put the Kings against the East? 1-1 against the Heat. Beat the Hornets. Beat the Magic.
Beat the Heat.
Cavs.
They beat Charlotte. They lost to Miami. They beat Orlando. So that's 3-1, 4-1, 4-1, 5-1 against the East.
County tonight.
If they win tonight, that'll be 5-1 against the East.
So that puts them
1-5 against the West.
2-5. Because it'll be 7-6, right?
Yeah, they beat the Lakers and the Warriors.
Warriors, yeah. But that just shows you how tough the West is. KD's still out there getting his points. Cuts it to 23 with 4:42 left.
He just likes to hoop, Troy.
Why wouldn't you? If I was healthy, I just want to be out there. Some of the Kings backups are starting to come in. Is that KZ I see?
I think so. Trey Lyles, why not? Just keep hitting threes. Let's do it.
They may get to 150.
Leslie joining us in the chat.
Just an absolute show the Kings have put on tonight.
Shellacking, I believe is what they call it.
And you know what every national show is going to say, too.
That the Nets are struggling.
Yeah. It's not going to be anything about the Kings. Gosh, that guy. One of the best cakes in the business, too. Just can we just do running clock? This is a running clock. Just don't stop it for fouls or timeouts anymore.
Nice little turnover.
Seth, you are not on the right team anymore.
The Kings is just too much for them, Trey. They were up 39. I don't even know what to do.
Well, unfortunately, for those that have bet the over 25.5,
there's no one even joining the stream because they're up 40 points. There's nothing to even watch.
Well, you're not getting much. I'm saying if you're betting the over from the other teams, that kind of sucks. But
so they were at 179 with 3 to go in the third when they need to get to 223.
226 will get you over.
We'll see. It'll be close.
It just depends what the scrubs do in the fourth. But you're +4 already.
Terrence
No,
Davis
more
with
than that.
21 points for the Kings, leading the Kings.
Everyone.
No, Durant's
Everyone
got
but
27.
Durant. Everyone but Durant, yeah.
He's like the best scorer of all time, so one of the.
Trey Lyles just thrown into the bench. He's got the Nets plus 36. Live betted on the bench. Seth, we run our mouth, gets a bucket, cuts it to 37. 37.
Jesus.
This is outlandish. Everyone just hitting threes, and they're just going to keep hitting threes.
What are they calling offensive on Sabonis?
Or 8 in the key.
DeMontis Sabonis is plus 44 tonight, Troy.
Yikes.
Herter plus 42.
I think that's the last we'll see of Sabonis. Heads to the bench. Metu's in the game, so he didn't apparently have a technical earlier.
Who we got? Jeej watching the stream, Trey.
Why wouldn't you?
Why not?
She loves a good 37-point lead. Here
Can
they
they
come.
choke away a 37-point lead?
Here they come. It was 39. 4-0 run by the Nets.
If Trey
Trey
Lyles
Lyles
just keeps jacking threes, maybe they do come back.
Thrown into the stands. Fox is already getting his medical treatment. Simmons is just going behind the back.
Yeah, but he had to shoot it, so that's his only weakness.
Yeah. If you could have laid it in, he would have been fine.
I love a good Metu post up. Oh, let's Trey Lyles. Trey, we're gonna have to get a Trey Lyles drop. I'm not even ready for that.
I can't stand Trey Lyles, but if you're gonna leave him wide open, he's gonna make it. That's how it should be in the pros. If you're wide open like that should go in.
When's the last time the Kings cooked someone like this, Trey? I don't even remember.
We were just mentioning on our last stream too that every single Kings game has been close this year. Through the first 12 games, hasn't been really that big of blowout. We're down big to the Warriors, made a run, but every other game's been fairly close. Red Velvet, stop it. If that went, we could have just stopped streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Kings up 35. Defense is going to be optional coming home. Just depends if shots are going to go in or not.
Fox still
Fox
in the game.
Needs to not be in the game anymore. That's all I have to say.
He's only got 12. I think he wants to make his run for the All-Star team, so I think he's got to get in and get some points.
Well, he's going to shoot, that's for sure. KD's going to shoot. But I think this will probably be the last minute 12 for Fox. He's going to try to score in that minute 12, like you said, get his stats. Got to 14. That's what's unfortunate about blowouts like this. Because unless you're Terrence Davis, you're not really good. Your stats aren't going to be where they're at. Suppose he's going to end at 17.
Davis has 9 shots tonight, and he made 8 of them.
Just unfortunate that Sabonis is going to end at 17.
Lazy
We probably
defense.
won't see him.
Mike Brown's yelling at him. Is he going to call a timeout when they're up 36 or whatever it is? 35?
I think it's going to be all bench in the fourth. Fox is just, I don't care that we're up 35. I got to get my points, yo.
I'm going to just try to burn Seth Curry right now.
What a terrible, terrible road trip thus far for the Nets. Blown out by the Lakers. Blown out by the Kings. Getting cooked by Trey Lyles and Terrence Davis. Was Lyles have 12?
Trey Lyles has 9 points.
9.
All threes. 3 for 6 from 3.
Gonna get a couple here at the line, hopefully. So Kings up 35, 33 and a half seconds left in the third. The over's looking good, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll see. I don't know if Delly and Rashawn Holmes are going to keep pace. Still haven't seen Rashawn Holmes yet.
Kings are plus 40.
He makes like $12 million a year to not play.
Who?
Rashawn Holmes.
Oh, yeah. He needs to go. Just get some depth. But, I mean, you're one injury away where Rashard Holmes might have to play minutes, too, which is scary. Brown's still coaching his butt off. Kings up 36 here in the closing seconds of the third quarter. sending doubles at Durant still. Durant's like, really, guys? Come on. Come on.
11.6 million.
And the Kings close plus 14 in the third quarter, I believe, up 33. We're up 19 at half. Terrence Davis just putting on a clinic.
Yeah,
National televised
They won
game.
every quarter so far this game, up by 6 in the first, 13 in the second, and they added 14 more in the third when we worried they might come back.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they're not going to come back.
That's bold, Trey.
Hot take cannon.
Do we get Dellavedova minutes, though, Trey? That's all that the fans want to know. If you're in the chat right now, tell me how many minutes Delly's going to play.
And how many points is Delly going to score is the main question we all have here. And can the Sharks
pull off? If you can hit both, I will send you an autographed bottle of Mountain Dew.
Pull off an upset in Vegas? No.
Unless you say 0-0, that's cheating.
He's got to play, right? Those scrubs can't play 12 minutes. All of them have to play and split the fourth because you can't have any starter play in the fourth. Maybe give them the first 2-3 minutes just to work on something.
Terrence Davis, Okpala.
No, you can't. Terrence Davis, he's a starter now.
Malik Monk.
Sorry.
Then. Well, Loka, you can't get the autograph bottle because you have not put in the chat how many minutes / points will Matthew Dellavedova get in the fourth quarter. So
that's a long way to send one bottle of Mountain Dew
totally worth
signed.
It. Totally worth it.
Post soda, 98 cents. Postage, $45. So Kings is absolutely dominant. Dominated every quarter tonight. Played well in the first. Gave up the lead a little bit towards the end of the first. Got a big 3 by Fox to close the first. Nets make a run. Tied up 40-40. And since then, Kings on a huge, I believe, 16-0 run. 29-6 run. Just wild. Up big. Up 33. Going into the fourth. We're going to see some scrubs, and it's going to be good. We got our Band-Aids on tonight from Malik Monk. Didn't really get that much run
I don't think he
tonight.
needs the Band-Aid at this point. He just
I don't even know why he had it. You can't get rid of it now.
The Kings have been hot while he's wearing the Band-Aid.
Yeah,
it's becoming a thing.
It's definitely a thing. He's going to be Nelly of the NBA.
You got everything.
Broken cameras.
Anthony Davis has got the unibrow. Blake Monk's got the Band-Aid.
We got a broken
LeBron's
camera
got the spray painted in hair.
We got just terrible camera work here. Did we switch games?
Fox is still in?
I don't like it. Monk's in still. Oh, boy.
Trey Lyles had 42 attempts to tip that back in, and he missed all of them. That's impressive.
Honestly, though, he's just trying to pad his stats because each of those tips were rebounds, so he's trying to get that double-double tonight.
Does it count that way?
Yeah, if you tip it, it's considered. I mean, it's terrible.
He has 3 offensive rebounds now.
Yeah, it's terrible for your shot percentage, but
it does because he's now 3 for 9 from the field. He was 3 for 6 from.
Yeah, each of those are considered a shot if you tip it and hits the rim. So the Band-Aid Monk, that's good though. Waste 30 seconds of the clock. I don't even see them scoring 33 in this quarter. Hopefully, so.
Oh, we got a bucket, so I think we're safe then. Terrence Davis is just on one right now.
Just there's no defense. You just lay it in as wide open threes. I mean, most guys are going to have that kind of night. So I think we're going to hit
Let's
the
cut
over.
it to 30.
I just hope their scrubs don't just scrub out. But we're not even having our scrubs in yet, which is the scary part.
At what point do they pull Fox?
Like you said, I don't know if they're trying to get him a little love. I think you're only going to play them the first 4 minutes. Maybe the last 8 will be the bench. If Fox gets hurt, Brown gets fired, though. I'm just being honest with you. Oof. So Kings up 30 with 10:41 left in the fourth.
So we got to do like the Band-Aid. It's like up to his eyeball.
Yeah.
But I can't do that because he's got it down to like mid-beard right there. That'd be bad news.
Where does he get that long of Band-Aid, though, is my question. Those are fancy.
Those are Malik Monk brand Band-Aids.
Now they are.
Yeah.
He's going to go into a side business. Do you think he continually just wears it, regardless if he needs it or not? It's been like a week.
I think he should. It's got to be his thing.
Why not? Why not? Some guys wear headbands. I just wear Band-Aids. The Kings up 32. If you're just joining us, where have you been? Kings are dominating on national television tonight. Just cooking. Defense optional. Both sides of the ball.
Monk just threw it into nowhere.
I'm a little behind you, but Monk just threw it to no one. That's his best friend, too. What a play. What a play by the announcer.
Shouldn't have been standing there.
Oop. Bingo, bango, bongo, boom.
What is
Probably
that,
the biggest
timeout?
I don't know.
Are they challenging whether or not he deliberately destroyed the monitors from the sideline table?
So Kings up 32, 10, 13 left.
Oh, the
absolute
he caught it.
Job. So the Jazz lose tonight to the Knicks by 7. Huge for the Kings. Huge for the Kings. We're already scoreboard watching on November 15th. Why wouldn't you?
Now we just need the Spurs to lose.
Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate. I know 2 guys that took Nets +2. That did not hit tonight.
I don't think that's going to cover, Troy, if I had to guess.
Crazy that the Kings have been favored now in this will be their 5th game they've been favored in, and they're going to be 4-1 in those games. If I remember that correctly. That is not like
the Kings. Kings love to just blow it against the only teams they can beat.
So and then the Kings were favored
out of nowhere beat someone really good.
Yeah, so the Kings were favored against the Magic, I believe. They were favored against the Hornets, I believe. Favored tonight. So that's 3 wins. They were favored, I believe, opening night against the Trailblazers, and that's their 1 loss. And then another game on there that they won recently, they were favored. So I believe that will put them at 4-1 when favored.
That's what you got to go. We're not asking for a lot. We're not asking for
no
50 wins.
41 wins.
For 40.
41. 41. You win half the games.
41 would be fantastic.
I mean, Vegas thought you were only going to win 33.5. I think that number's probably changed. I wouldn't even know how to look that up and bet it, but I think they're definitely on pace to beat 33.5. If they keep playing like this. I mean, they got to play the Nets again, so that's a come up.
Let's see if we can bet it right now. Live bet it on FanDuel. Let's take the over, Troy.
$1,000 over 6.
We'll do it like the Bill Simmons million picks, and we'll just bet fake money.
We'll bet $1,000 the Kings will have over 6 wins. So hurry, put it in
37
there.
and a half now, Troy.
Ooh, jumped up 4. I still think they go over that. I think the Kings are a really good team. But again,
What is the Los Angeles Lakers?
probably like 30.
31 and a half is the current over-under for the Lakers. Oh, boy.
Not very good. There's a lot of good teams in the West. A lot of good teams in the East. Not a lot of easy wins every night. Gotta win Thursday. Kings next matchup at home, 7:00 p.m. on Thursday
The
evening.
Jazz
against
over-under
the
is
Spurs.
41 and a half.
Love it. Probably dropping because they've lost a few of late.
Yeah.
And I think if they get to 500, they'll start tanking.
Well, I think
their
the
core.
gimmick of their weird pieces will kind of wear off at some point.
Did you see they just put a stat on the screen for FanDuel? Over under was 225 and a half. Currently, if you live bet it, it's 250 and a half.
Oh my gosh.
Because they're already
This felt like an over game for sure.
Yeah, they're already with 10 minutes left in the game. They're at 206.
Terrence Davis is just adding on. Is he going to get to 30 tonight, Trey? He's up to 25.
Why not? I'm a little behind you, but he's going to... Oh, what a bucket by Terrence Davis. I don't know how I can be behind you. We're on the same app, same feed. That's fine. Kings up.
And the
34.
Nets cannot buy a bucket right now.
No, they're not very good tonight. Let's just put it that way. So this loss will put the Nets at
6-9.
6-9.
I've been bored in this game. Ready on.
Yeah, this usually was like intense moments. We're clapping, hitting ourselves, and getting all jacked up like a funny car.
Usually my heart rate's up, and not just because I had Panda Express for dinner, but
Nice. What'd you have?
orange chicken and mushroom chicken.
Nice. I always go grilled teriyaki. Game changer.
Yeah, the kids did that.
Well, I eat like I'm 8, so. Boom. Yeah, there's not really a close Panda to me anymore. I used to live right around the corner from one, so.
Yeah, not anymore. Now you're out by Granite Bay.
Yeah, the closest one would be probably over by that Walmart off of.
Oh, on Lead
It's
Hill
not
or whatever.
that far. Yeah, it's not that far, but Kings up 33 with 9:07 left in the ball game.
Monk!
Monk for 3. Kings by 36.
Yikes.
Crazy
Hide the
right now.
women and children. Good, they got Fox out of the game. Probably pretty soon.
Still
You're
no
not
Delhi.
We'll see. I think he'll
Terrence
get maybe
Davis
less.
with another 3. That makes 28 for Terrence Davis.
Wonder what odds he could have got on that. Over 27.5. Terrence Davis. Alex Lynn, he might even take Peel off pretty soon. I think they should give
Terrence
all
Davis'
5,000
career high
of
is
those.
35. Can we get there? That's the new
Wow, we're
storyline of
just-
the game.
We're just fast breaking, dunking on fools. Up 39.
Their new coach is like, I don't know what I'm
Defense.
getting myself into here.
Yikes, Katie, I thought you wanted me, bro. What is happening? But again, you don't have Kyrie Irving. He's pretty good at basketball. He's one of your big 3. Ben Simmons isn't a big 3 like you thought he was going to be. He's average.
He played 20 minutes and he was only a -3 though.
Yeah. But that's a bad rotation by the coach then. Why is Ben Simmons not in if he's one of your better players on that huge run?
Right.
Why are you calling a timeout? Put him back
You
in.
need someone that can play defense. Even if he's out of position, he's still a better defender than almost everyone else that's played tonight.
That's such a bad feeling as a coach when you're just getting housed, though. Kings turn it over. Monk can't
Davion's
handle
out.
this.
Oh, Deli's in.
We knew it.
We got a Deli
We
sighting.
knew it.
Can he get to 5 minutes so
That
Ames
guy
can
got
get the autographed Mountain Dew bottle?
That guy
Only
got
5,
fat.
though. It's got to be exactly 5.
That Kings, the in-house announcer, that dude got big.
He did.
Ross or no, what's his name? I can't think of his name. Gosh dang it.
Travis, you don't get to guess 7:40 for Deli when there's 7:40 left in the game and he comes in. That's cheating. Nice try, though.
Well, he'll probably
hustle.
play less. I'm assuming he's going to play the rest of the game.
That's what I'd say.
No, pull him. Just got taken.
Oh, they're going to pull him with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left.
Well, only one person guessed, right? So doesn't she win by default?
No, she's got to hit it dead on.
Well, you just give her a can of Mountain Dew. I mean, she's not going to drink it, so we get to drink it.
But I want to have to buy a white Sharpie so I can sign it.
Really, Monk? Put a little sauce on the dunk when you're up by 37.
It's Band-Aid night, Trey. You let him do whatever he wants.
That's true. That's probably why he's getting the run. They're like, all right. Kaiser's like, listen, all right. Regardless, we got to get at least 30 minutes from Monk. All right, Brown.
Trey
not
Lyles is
sup-
loving this. This is just like, I'm just going to stand here and wave my arms and you're going to let me shoot threes for the rest of the night. I love it.
Why not?
He's taking 12 shots now.
Well, 3 of those were tipsies.
Second on the team in shots attempted.
Is he still have 9 points, or did he get to 11?
Lyles has 12.
Okay. So what about rebounds? I know he got 3.
He's got 4.
That's crazy. How many minutes has he played?
Oh, Rashawn Holmes is in
Oh boy.
with a boom shakalaka. It was kind
That's
of a
against the second squad here. Get him, trade him up.
McCann. Thanks for joining us.
Kings absolutely
Kings
dominant.
are up a bajillion right now.
Up 37. Favorite call ever. We
The A-Gap
also
raided us with a party of 4. A-Gap boys, welcome to the party. Kings are winning by a bajillion.
not only that, we just hit the over. Just got to our 229, it looks like. So we're over. Just Band-Aid night. He's just so talented against the third string there for the Nets. Why Monk's still in the game? I guess you don't really have that many options. We only got 12 on the roster, but
We don't really have any other guards. They're all in.
boom. That's a career high for whoever that guy is for the Nets.
The random Nets guy that's coming in and cleaning this game up.
Gets a steal. He's just going to hoist another one.
Deli's still
Should've
with
been
no points, though. I'm a little worried.
I don't even know if Brown's going to let him finish the game, honestly.
They're probably going to
The
pull
way
him with
he's
2 minutes
playing.
left.
The way he's playing. Just got stuffed.
Monk's like, what did I do? I just shoved them into the stands.
Delvadova looks like Vince Carter did in his last season. Just like can't jump, not very athletic, but he's not
out
even that
here.
old, is he?
He's out here. Delvadova. Let's see how old Delvadova is.
My guess is he seems older than he actually is. He's probably like 33. He's probably younger than me.
Yeah, but you're old now.
I
He
know.
is
That's why.
32.
Oh, close. That is old though for NBA.
You know what was scary is that I looked at his age and it said 1990. I was like, oh, he's young. And then I had to do the math. I was like, oh, no, he's 32.
Yikes. Yeah, I've been having a lot
Tom
of
thinks
helpers.
KD's going to demand a trade to the Kings. That's a bold strategy.
I don't think he's going to do that. I don't think the Kings should do that.
So we
KD
give him Barnes
And Terrence Davis.
and Rashawn Holmes and all the picks.
Terrence said, we don't got to pick anymore.
Oh,
We're good.
we can't trade a lot of our picks because it's all tied up in the Kevin Herter trade.
I wouldn't want, like, I don't know. I don't like these big stars. I don't like KDs and LeBrons and calling the shots. And I don't like that. I like young, hungry teams. And when Fox gets a big head like
We want
that, we
that
ship him
05
out,
Pistons
baby.
vibe. But we need
Do you
Rasheed
think
Wallace because that was what put them over the top.
Monk
Who's
again
the
just
Rasheed
eating
Wallace of the
Band-Aid
NBA that we
night?
can trade for?
They don't have any characters like that anymore. You're not allowed to. You're not allowed to have personality anymore in sports. It's really unfortunate. I think the new thing that the NBA should allow is you should be able to celebrate with your team after like a big three and they call a timeout. You should all go slide on the other end of the
And
court
they
right
just
in front of a
pose for the picture
camera.
at the other end.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm for it. Or like a walk off. You
That's
all just
great
go
in a
down.
game with a running clock. That's good for the game.
No, I said you hit a big three.
Oh, like in a stop, like if they call timeout, then
And
you
then
get to
they
do
call
it.
timeout. Yeah. You go down. You got to do. Just think of the cool formations you could do with five people. You know what I
Well,
mean?
they
There's
could
a
just
lot
do
of
it in the
things.
middle of the game right now and just get a technical foul, and then they'll still be up 30 points. Daly with the steal. Can he get a point, Trey?
How far behind am I?
I'm at
They just
4:16
stole it.
left.
Yeah, I'm at 426. Delhi with the steal. That is so poor. Like that is like the least athletic thing I've ever seen like a professional athlete do. And they're getting whistle happy. This is ridiculous. They probably live bet over the 250 and a half.
They bet the
That's good.
time over under is what they did.
Probably. I say when it's this bad running clock.
Can you bet the time duration over under? That seems like something that the refs could easily influence.
I don't know why you would even call a foul in the last 409 if I was a ref. I'm just starting to put, my jacket back on. I'm
Yeah, if
running up
KZ
and down.
Okpala's getting layups on you, you should just put up the white flag.
Yeah, he's going to probably end up with as many as Keegan, though. I'm a little worried about Keegan.
Back soreness.
Again, does he come back in if it's a game?
I think so.
But we don't have that information. You're just guessing.
That's what we do, Troy.
Kings have 139 points. I know this new NBA defense, you just kind of play it sometimes, but
Well, this will definitely help the Kings' offensive rating. I don't know if it's going to help the defensive rating because I think they're going to get.
that's the thing is like, I don't care how many points, like points per game for me doesn't show that much anymore in the NBA just because the possessions are so much shorter than they used to. Not a lot of teams run their sets, a lot of open courts, a lot of just different things that are they bringing Terrence Davis back in the game?
Why not? He's got to get to 35, Troy. No, we got Holmes and Len in the game.
Twin Towers.
And
You thought
and Okpala. Oh, and then Terrence Davis is just getting wide open, pinned down threes.
a lot of people thought
it.
Duncan. A lot of people thought Duncan and Robinson were a good twin tower, but I'm telling you, Lennon Holmes
All-timers.
Might go down top 5 all time.
They just shot it right between Len and our supposed defensive specialist small forward KZ Okpala.
And they called another foul. That is just shocking to me. If you live bet though the Kings, like when they were up 37 and a half, you'd be pretty upset right now. Because you probably would have took them like plus 30.
No, I wouldn't.
Letting them sneak back into the game.
This is classic Kings.
I bet it's going to be a one possession game at the end of the game here. So they cut it to
Deli's got to
25.
make some clutch free throws to close it out.
Well, if he's in,
Give me a little spin move, Len fadeaway. Why not? Let's go.
it's what the people
Kings
paid
up
for money to see.
37, 27, 27.
Yeah, it has gotten a lot closer, but luckily there's not that much time left. We're kind of. When was the last time the Kings were over 500?
It's been a while, Troy.
Maybe last year after the first game of the year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Deli to Len alley-oop. That's about as smooth as it gets.
Sade's actually sang a song about those two. They are just smooth operators.
I don't even have any words left to describe the shellacking that they're putting on the Nets.
When you're getting just postered by Len, quit. Just pick up a new sport.
Yeah, Rashawn Holmes for 3. Why not? What?
That's how they draw it up. They just say, hey, just hoist it. Holmes, get in the
Kings are
corner.
just laughing in the bench that Rashawn Holmes just hit a corner 3.
Why wouldn't he? He's just giving it to the crowds.
All right, Kings up 30, minute 42. I think they're going to hold on, if I had to guess.
This is wild. Holmes. The defense is definitely optional. We are at 2.
Terrence Davis just got blocked into another county. I think that went to Nevada County on that one.
262 combined points. Do not call another foul. We are ready to end this stream,
Troy,
baby.
what is your thoughts on the name Beam Team? How excited does that make you feel?
I don't like it.
You're not a Beam Team guy.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I'll like the beam. That's fine. But beam team, that's just lazy. In my opinion, I think you got to be more creative than that. I like the beam. But beam team, I don't like it. It's lazy. I like Fox and the Ox. That's a good one. Love me some red velvet. Who doesn't like some good red velvet? So I think the Kings are going to hold on tonight. Just an absolutely dominating performance tonight. And the Sharks just tied it up. Well, I guess 12 minutes ago, but the Sharks just tied it up. Let's go. 2-2. This would be a huge win for the Sharks. 1-2 in a row. A lot of goals scored tonight. Would have been a good night for the old Troyster to bet. He did not. Did Sabonis finish with 17, you said? I think that's where we were.
Sabonis, 17 points. Plus 44 tonight, Troy.
What was Barnes? Because you always say he's the worst, plus or minus.
Plus 33.
So he had a decent time.
16
tonight.
points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Herder with 19, 5 threes tonight. I believe he will extend his lead of players with the most 5 3-pointer made games.
Yeah.
It's really just him and Steph, I think, that are going to be in that race.
And what's crazy is, like, you're saying all these stats, but they didn't even play the last 15 minutes of the game, really. Fox did, but I don't think Herder really played much late. So huge win tonight. I don't know if we hit the final buzzer or not because I switched over to the Sharks game. But just dominating from the get-go. National televised game, our only one unless we get flex later in the year. I think after watching this game tonight, I think they might get some more national televised games flex. So we'll see. Great game tonight. Great rotations. Took the Nets' weaknesses to town. Bully ball. They had to collapse. Hit our threes. It's the difference tonight.
Just straight domination across every category. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
think
not gonna show how well they
Kings
actually
with
play
39
defense.
assists tonight. That's a wild number.
Yeah, and again, like I just said, defense didn't show a lot of points late by the Nets. That second quarter run that they went on was just
Yeah, the Nets
energy
scored
on the defensive
34 in the
end.
fourth against the D squad, F squad,
Yeah,
the
how many
party
did they
squad.
score in this? How many did they score in the second? Like 20, maybe.
They scored 30 in the first, 24 in the second, 28 in the third. That's
Yeah,
pretty
it's just
good
one of
against a
those
good offensive team.
24 and a quarter these days. That's a really good defensive quarter. Like we said, it's not going to show up on the defensive stats how well they actually played in that second quarter. Huge run. I believe it was either a 14 or 16-0 run when it was 40-40. And that was the difference. They kind of just took off from there. Won every quarter except maybe the last. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, they're down 5 in the final quarter.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't really count that last one. So just built the
No,
lead.
when
And that's
Delhi
what
and Len and Holmes and Okpala are all playing, I don't really care about that.
and that's what good teams do is when they get a big lead,
Oh, good,
they
another
kind
foul.
of they kind of extend it. Don't let the take
Eli
the
the
foot
box.
off the
We are
gas.
from Sac, yes.
We are Arco Arena always forever. Golden one. Boring. Arco Arena. We're gonna be going out to a game soon. That's our hope. That's our vibe. Before they get too good, we'd like to go at least. So
I
we're
wish
gonna
we
have
had a
to
little more excitement for you, Eli, but the Kings are just destroying them.
dominate,
It's over.
throttled, throttled. This is usually when we have our biggest push of fans too, coming to watch the end of the game when it's close. But
Terrence Davis
they'll
with 34 now, Troy. Can he get one more?
they'll be tie it, right? How much
One
time do
more
we
to
have left?
tie.
Again, I
34 seconds left. They'll get another possession, and I
they
guarantee they're
better
going to
not
feed the ball to
shoot.
Terrence Davis.
They better not shoot. I still can't believe Metu got a tee at
There's a
halftime.
5-second differential. TD's absolutely shooting this ball.
I can't believe Metu got a tee at halftime. That is crazy to me. Katie is such a.
Kings fans going nuts. Whoever is still there.
Did he shoot?
No.
Told you.
Telly just ate it.
And that sucks because no, it wasn't a shot clock, but that's a turnover if you're holding the ball and it's a shot clock. So, Golden Knights with the power play late in the third. Hold on, you little sharks. Get that
Keeg
point,
was out
baby.
with a back soreness from what we heard.
No updates. We'll probably hear more after the game and in the morning. We're hoping it was just precautionary because the Kings were up so big that they didn't. Terrence Davis was cooking. They didn't really need any bigs. Trey Lyles was playing well enough, backing up in the four that they went small too. 4 guards on the court most of the night. Lyles played backup center basically. So Murray wasn't really needed tonight, which was nice. Again, we'll see more. I'm sure after the game tonight, we'll hear what Mike Brown has to say, and we'll see in the morning what's up with the Kigster. I wouldn't even be surprised if he sat out Thursday, maybe even Sunday too, depending how his back is. I'm not sure the matchup with the Spurs, what they really have. I know they have a big center. That would be Sabonis's. So
Pirtle.
yeah, they might be able to go smallish against the Spurs. They're pretty athletic, but without Keegan, I think they should still beat the Spurs and the Pistons. So that'll be a big game, though. I'm sure he wants to play against Ivy.
Oh, absolutely. And the Kings just want to stomp on Marvin Bagley and Kojo.
Oh my gosh, Bagley! I watched that game. I can't.
They're
I was
starting
falling.
Bagley over Sadiq Bey.
Yeah, Bagley was so bad the other day. I took two other Pistons to score, and Bagley just shot and missed and shot and missed.
Can you
It's like,
imagine him on this team just being like the lone one that doesn't know where to go? And Mike
see,
Brown
that's
just like slapping him in the back of the head like a Three Stooges show?
no. I don't think he's hanging out with Holmes if he's still on this team.
Yeah, I
Mike
think
Brown's
so.
not going to let you not play defense. And again, it's not going to show how well the defense played tonight. Defense actually played really well. A lot of points late. Um, just the Kings scored so quick. It's just a lot of possessions for both teams. That's why you saw the high score for both sides.
Blazers held on and won. Spurs are now 6-8.
Big time. So the Spurs again, we're off to a hot start. They're going to come back to earth. I believe the Jazz will as well. Lost their second straight, I believe, to move to 10-6. I wouldn't be surprised if they were in the next 10 games. They were right back to 500. I could see them being 20-20 in the next 14 games. So, or however many games that is. A little bit more than that, 24 games. And the Sharks go on the power play with 3:45 left
So
in the
that win
ball
should
game.
move the Kings into the 8th seed very, very early into the season.
Book them, baby. We're going to be hosting the 9th seed. Can you imagine, Arco? Woo. Who are we hosting then? Who would be the 9th seed?
No, we'd play the 7th seed if we were the 8th seed.
Oh,
We'd be
we'd
playing
have
the
to
Pelicans.
go on the. We'd go to the Pelicans,
And then we would play the winner of the 9-10 when we
no,
get destroyed by the Pelicans.
we would win. We'd beat the Pelicans. They'd all be hurt at that time, which could be pretty accurate. So, I think we could beat the Pelicans.
Could be.
I think this Kings team could beat and lose to any team in the NBA. I think there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, there's not a game that I don't think they would be out of, and that is what you need if you're gonna try to win 41 games, which is our hope, which is kind of a low ball for most fan bases, but for us that would be a huge, huge, huge win, and we just need to win every other game.
After these last 9 games, I'm thinking 1 seed the way they're playing. Be sick if we could sneak into the 6. I don't think it's like feasible, but just keep playing well. Again, they're still the Kings. They're gonna win. They're gonna win some games. They're gonna lose some games. They're not gonna stay this hot. They'll probably have
The
some
West
3, 4.
this early in the season is wild. The Trailblazers and the Jazz. I can't imagine they hang on that long, but
I think the Trailblazers do. Trailblazers
they're
are
very
Sharks.
athletic.
Take the lead.
They're very
Zach.
athletic.
Come on, what you come on.
But they're not going to be better than the Nuggets, the Suns, the Mavericks, the Grizzlies, the Warriors, I would guess, by the end of the year.
I think it's going to be health for everyone, per
Right.
usual. If like a guy like Luka goes down, we could pass the Mavericks. You know what I mean? Guy like Booker goes down. Chris Paul is not Chris Paul anymore. He's a shell of himself. So Suns are fighting through a couple other injuries. I can't remember if it was Cam Johnson or one of those other guys.
They have the Jay Crowder doesn't want to play on this team injury right now.
That'll do it. That'll do it. All right. Well, I'm going to get going.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
We really appreciate it.
Light that beam.
Join us.
Beam team. Everybody
Join
get
us
your
on
Malik
social
Monk
media.
Band-Aids. Troy and I
we
are
got
now 1-0 with the Malik Monk Band-Aids, although Troy needs to get something a little more.
Flashy.
Or it doesn't look like he just
Seeable.
rubbed a glazed donut on his face.
Yeah, like I would waste glaze.
Kings by 32.
What a game. Again, we'll
I
talk
don't
about
think
it
we're
a
going to
million
have another
times.
Kings game where we're just like bored halfway through the third quarter, but
Maybe not. Maybe the other way around, but not this way. Just keep playing hard on the defensive end. Keep making shots. I like the way Mike Brown's coaching this team, and I think that's the big difference between this year and last year. Coaching, rotations, and definitely the additions that Monty McNair made over with Herter, with Monk, with Murray. Big differences. Absolutely.
Trevor, not sure yet if we'll be back on Thursday.
We'll see.
It'd be fun. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see at halftime. If it's another game like this, probably not. But
if it's close, then we might jump on. So stay tuned.
At least for the fourth quarter.
Make sure you're following us on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and we'll give you an update and let you know when we are there. Check out our merch store. Got to get your Fox and Knox hat or your red velvet shirt.
Get yourself a red velvet. Sharks with another goal go up 4-2. There's going to be 3 straight for them. Beating a very good, very good Golden Knights team. Zach.